Good evening, everyone. Got my new camera up, so I should be in high def, much better, definitely in 1080p. So, hey, we're upgrading. We're upgrading. Anyways, just wanted to give a big shout out to everybody who's been supporting the channel, everybody who's been supporting the blog. Thank you so much. I love your feedback. Thank you for all of your help. I created the Discord channel and this podcast to get great minds to come together, talk shit, have fun, just talk about life in general, as well as share a few jokes. And right now you got just me. Told you it was going to happen eventually. After all, it is the holiday season. All right, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. I will be doing a stream tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening as well. All right, so that being said, I just wanted to give everybody an update. I uploaded about 6 or 7 comics onto the blog, so be sure to check that out at abittofar.com. All right. This morning's podcast is also on there, so if you enjoyed it, thank you so much. Please give a like, subscribe, and be sure to stay tuned because I'm going to keep on pushing out content. I'm not stopping. By the way, get my family downstairs so if you can hear them in the microphone, I apologize. The life of a G. All right. Anyways, so I wanted to do a few jokes today. All right. I wanted to take some time out to actually do some jokes because this is the Bit Too Far, the abittofar.com comic blog, the comic video podcast. And, what better resource for cryptocurrency jokes than good old Reddit? Whatever. I'm not a Reddit fan. I really am not. I don't even have a Reddit account. But you know what? Somebody decided to start making some jokes, a joke thread, and I'm going to read a couple of them to you. All right. So I asked the hooker if she accepted Bitcoin. She told me no because it goes up and down more than she does. No. That was horrible. That was horrible. What's the difference between a blind man using a map and a truckload of BFL jalapenos? The blind man has a chance of finding a block. All right. How many miners does it take to change a light bulb? 1,000,001. One miner to change it, and 1,000,000 miners running around in circles to determine who gets to do it. It's ridiculous. Oh God, I think much like the music industry, people trying to bring Bitcoin blockchain into cryptocurrency into music. There's no real great music that actually has anything to do with cryptocurrency in it. God bless Ian Bellina for trying to do the music industry route with what he's been doing. I think so far he's got the best luck with it. But the artists are fairly unknown. I mean, Eminem did do at least one song and mentioned crypto, but I wasn't a big fan. Anyway, how did the Bitcoiner get on the sex offenders registry? He touched a minor. Not like this, guys. Not like this. FYI, I haven't gone through these jokes, okay? Some of them are going to absolutely suck. All right. What do you call a dead Bitcoiner? A deflationary reward. Oh, Lord. All right. Why did the hipster Bitcoin miner burn out his GPU? He was mining before it was cool. Yeah. You know what? This is one of the reasons why coming up with jokes for the comic strip is actually fairly difficult. It's easier to actually come up with jokes using real life scenarios. Just doing a regular comic. It is a cryptocurrency related comic, but the truth of the matter is, a lot of what is in the comic isn't exactly cryptocurrency related. Sometimes I gotta use a bit of a stretch of the imagination to actually make things relate. So, we're gonna keep on going and see what else we can find. All right. What kind of car will you never see a Bitcoiner driving? A Fiat. As somebody commented, I don't know, Bitcoiners are pretty bearish on Fiat. Uh, all right. Oh, they're talking about a joke. I didn't bother reading. Okay, there we go. What happens if you create an online currency? Dogecoin. Oh, Lord. A bum asks a man for 0.002 Bitcoin. The man says, will you buy booze? The bum says no. The man says, will you gamble it away? The bum says no. So the man says, will you come home with me so my wife can see what happens to a man who doesn't drink or gamble? The man walks into a butcher's shop and asks the butcher, are you a gambling man? The butcher says, yes. So the man said, I bet you 10 Bitcoin that you can't reach up and touch that beef hanging on the hooks up there. The butcher says, I'm not betting on that. But I thought you were a gambling man, the man retorts. Yes, I am, says the butcher, but the stakes are too high. Oh, Lord. If any of these jokes are actually funny to you guys, let me know. All right, let me know in the comments. Tell me I suck. Tell me the freaking jokes suck. I'm thinking a lot of these jokes suck, but you know what? It is the abittofar.com channel. You know, it is the comedy podcast for crypto. And you know what? We haven't had a whole lot of jokes lately. We've been mostly talking about life in general, you know. And if you're expecting comedy, you're expecting to laugh, you know, sometimes we bring the laughter, sometimes not. And you know what? That's okay. Either way, let's keep going. Two Bitcoiners walk into a bar. Yo, who just showed up? Let me look at the video chat. Oh, we got Crypto JD. Dude, welcome. I can see that you're just listening in. Thank you for being here. We are currently going through jokes on Reddit. All right, so let me know in the chat over there whether you think any of them are decent or whether you think they are shit. So far, I think there's a lot of shit. Anyways, hope you're doing well. I hope you are going to be enjoying your Thanksgiving tomorrow. And let's keep going. Knock, knock. Who's there? Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto who? You will never know. Oh my God. Yep, we can thank Reddit for cheesy jokes. When people ask how many Bitcoins I have, I tell them enough to fill a backpack. It's actually not bad. That goes back to the TSA comic that I did. Oh, somebody has shared a link to a YouTube video. I think I'll check that out in a minute. Chuck Norris mined all Bitcoins. Twice. How many gashes or how many G hashes does Chuck Norris have? All of them. Chuck Norris can double spend your Bitcoins. When Chuck Norris needs money, he mines a block using his brain's hashing power. Chuck Norris doesn't need a Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs Chuck Norris. Oh my Lord. The coin that slaps you in the face a couple times before it knocks you out, loud scream as pile of Chuck Norris coins drop some damage on your ass. Oh, that wasn't a joke. You don't spend Chuck Norris coin. Chuck Norris coin spends you. And that's actually not bad. You know, as bad as jokes go, that wasn't too bad. Everybody loves a good Chuck Norris joke. Anyway, so Crypto JD, how are you doing, my man? You know, are you able to type in the chat? No? I'll give you a minute. Chances are you're on your phone. onward with the jokes. All right. Why did the Bitcoiner fail his astronomy test? He estimated the Earth's orbit in about 2 weeks. That was ridiculous. That was stupid. Bruce Schreiner knows the privacy key of your wallet. Bruce Schreiner doesn't need an ASIC to mine Bitcoins, just a pen and paper. All right, this is getting ridiculous. Well, you know what? That's okay. All right. You know what they call a 30% drop in a day on the stock market? Is the biggest joke when it comes to crypto. Where was the punchline? This is freaking Reddit. This is freaking stupid. Why did the miner cross the road? To follow the other miners. Jesus Christ. A dishwasher at a 5-star hotel asks his superior to be paid in Bitcoin. The day after payday, he returns and pays the boss back to buy the hotel. Oh, Lord. You know what? I'm getting a little tired of these things. In Soviet Russia, Bitcoin mines you. I think I talked about that Monero. Jesus. Okay, you know what? I'm tired of Reddit. I'm gonna go ahead and close that out. We're gonna get back to what matters. Oh snap! We got Wendell, aka BitNative. Dude, come on. You gotta get in the chat. Oh, there's JD. He's able to get into the chat. How have the two of you been? Wendell, I know you probably caught Life Size Box on DCTV. What'd you think of the show, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Yo! What's up, shipmate? Yes.
Not much, man.
We got video. Oh, shit. Dude.
And I got Windows crashing around me, some of my other applications, so hopefully it stays stable. We'll see.
All right. Well,
but yeah.
You just heard me go through like Reddit's horrible joke list for cryptocurrency. It was fucking ridiculous. Oh my god! I think honestly the best ones were the Chuck Norris jokes.
Oh, you gotta love those Chuck Norris jokes, right? Oh man, yeah, I actually caught it this time. I didn't catch it Friday night.
That's okay. I still had a great stream last Friday. There's always somebody popping up into the stream, and you know what? That's perfectly fine. It's great. By the way, I got my new camera. Look at this. I'm in high def.
Nice. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I see that acoustical foam in the backdrop and everything. It looks good.
I'm using, cushions for a cot.
Hey, it still works, right?
There's the joke for you.
It still works, so it's all good.
It does. It actually looks fairly professional.
I have to give you credit. You're right.
You know what? Right. The motto of the Navy Corpsman in the Marine Corps is Semper Gumby, always flexible. By the way, every time they do roll call at work, that's what I say. And you know what? The Marines laugh their asses off the first time they hear it. And the second and third and fourth. And then eventually they just like, all right, yeah, that's Gumby.
You definitely learn to become resourceful. That's for sure. That's definitely for sure.
Dude, man, when I remember when I was in the military and shit would be going down, what was going in my head was, stop the bleeding, keep them breathing. And if you can't make it happen anyway.
Damn. Yeah, no, you definitely had a little more challenging, I guess, career in the military than I did. I set mine up by design. I had a couple of rules going in. I didn't want to be shot at and take a bullet. Yeah, I didn't want to fall out of the sky. And
what's wrong with falling out of the sky? That's the fun part.
Man, me and flying we don't get along very well. But I do it oddly enough. So I ended up going with submarines. So It is what it is. But it was nice, man. Always sitting around in the AC, just waiting to do something.
waiting for something to breach the hull so you just implode. It's like,
Yeah.
that's
That
like
is
one of the reasons why I was like, you know what? I don't feel like going into a submarine because, I can always jump off the ship and swim. If I'm underwater, I'm fucked.
Yeah, although that's a lot of damn water.
No
I can
kidding.
attest to that.
No kidding, man.
Yeah.
So real quick for anybody that's going to be watching this, how many years were you in and when were you in?
So I was in 10. Well, actually, let me be precise. I was in 9 years and 11 months because for some reason they always let you out with that 1 month extra
Mm.
on your enlistment. So I was enlisted and I went in 90 delayed entry, and then I started in January 91. And then that's when all the crap started happening with Desert Storm. I was like, holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
It started right in the middle of boot camp, man. I was like, oh, this is great.
Well, the best part
But,
about being in a submarine is that you don't have to worry about the desert or what's happening there.
That's what I'm saying. I was in the AC, man, all the time. It was great.
Not
I mean,
me,
we had to
man,
make
not
our
me.
own air, but
Dude, I was freaking pounding sand with the
we made
Marines
our own.
every time I went over, except the last time. The last time I went over, I actually went. I was blue side technically, but I never was on a ship. I went to go pound sand again with the Naval Hospital at Arifjan in Kuwait, and my senior chief came up to our group and said, "Hey, Army's short-staffed. Who wants to go be a paramedic?" I'm like, "Sign me up." I was as close to getting.
Yeah.
I was as close to Marines as I could get when I was at Arifjan. So I had no love for actually being in the hospital just because I'd grown addicted to being out there with the Marines, and that was as close as I could get to it. So driving
That's gotta be.
ambulances in freaking sandstorms that you couldn't see 3 feet in front of you. Yeah, that was it.
That's got to be a whole nother level of excitement. That's for sure.
Oh
But
yeah.
I mean, on submarines, that's the thing is we didn't have actual doctors. We just had corpsmen,
Yeah,
and
you
there
had
was
IDCs. Yeah,
there was
duty
one
corps.
corpsman for the
Mhm.
whole ship, or I should say boat.
Well,
But
the
yeah,
thing about the IDC is that the independent duty corpsman, he had like a year of medical school. So basically, it was so fast paced. He was practically a doctor without the license. You're
yep,
pretty much good to go.
yeah, because he gave out prescriptions and
Mhm.
everything on board. So yeah, that was his nickname, Doc.
Yeah.
So that was definitely, it was different because I mean it was like, okay, I'm gonna go see Doc for anything to do with gastro. I'm gonna go see Doc. If I need a freaking tooth pulled, it's like holy
Mhm.
crap. He was
Yeah.
a one man show.
He was the one stop shop for everything. He told you to change your socks, take Motrin, and if that didn't work, come back for more tomorrow.
Yeah, those big horse pill Motrin, man, that was it. If you couldn't do it, here's a Motrin. All right, thanks.
Dude, when I got out of the military, I had stashed away so many Motrins. I had like I think like 2 bottles of like the 800 milligram Motrin. I had like 5 bottles of the 500 milligram naproxen, Neferson, and this was all because of the med bags that I had going around with the Marines. I had to carry like this bag. I had like everything that I could possibly fit in there. Everything from IVs to splints to freaking tourniquets to anything that would stop bleeding to any kind of medication that I might possibly need in the freaking desert.
Yeah.
And I just had this huge supply, and whenever I had to upgrade my bag and carry more shit because I had learned that I needed more. I didn't like being short-handed on any kind of supply, so my pack kept getting heavier and bigger and heavier and bigger. Like they say when you're a Marine, you're in the desert, you're humping and whatnot. You got all your flat Kevlar gear, backpack, like the Alice pack, and your weapon and all that stuff. You're carrying like 150 pounds of gear. Well, I was carrying all that as well, plus my med bag, and it just didn't stop, man. We're freaking hiking. God knows. I think we actually hiked out. First time we were out, we actually went to see General Mattis give a speech. It was like 10 miles away. We had to
Oh, wow.
for 10 fucking miles just to see him. And I loved every bit of it. It was a good 10 miles there and a good 10 miles back.
that was a good thing.
In mop level 3 gear. It's like those mop suits in 150-degree weather. Oh shit!
Yeah, that wasn't for me, man. That wasn't for me. I took the easy route. But
Hey, you know what? My dad did too. He actually got drafted into the Marines from Vietnam, and he's like, you know what? Fuck that! I'm going into the Navy, and he did.
Yeah,
And he was the co-pilot, in the fighter jets and whatnot. And they were, also looking for submarines, and he'd ping the submarine, let them know, hey, we're watching you.
Okay.
He did have a good run in Vietnam and in the Navy. And then my grandpa, he also was in the Navy.
Oh,
you might start to see a trend here, but
you got a lineage going on.
We do have a lineage. My great grandpa does not. He did not go into the military because he had 10 freaking kids. So they're like, yeah, you got too much going on here, buddy. You need to stay home.
Yeah.
But
that'll do it. That'll actually do it. Yeah.
My grandpa joined during World War II, and he was actually on one of the destroyers that actually got to see Hiroshima go kablooey.
Oh.
And then after that, they had to go to shore and render humanitarian aid. So all that radiation, my grandpa was radioactive, and seriously, that man never got sick because the germs couldn't live. It's like just him being so radioactive killed anything that tried to kill him.
Man,
cancer. He eventually got cancer from his asbestos and stuff like that. Work type stuff.
I bet you that was some experience. So holy cow.
Oh yeah. My dad, my grandpa was like a big man. He's like 6'2" and like 250 pounds of freaking solid rock. Living on a farm will do that to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did real work back then. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Everything was manual back then.
Yeah.
But you might think that I joined the Navy because we were a Navy family. That actually wasn't the case. I actually was looking at all the different branches, and I wanted to see who had the best medical, and which medical personnel had the best reputations. And by far, the Navy corpsmen kicked everybody's ass as far as reputation and training was concerned. So that's why I went that route. That was my goal at the time. Go medical in the Navy and retire after 20 years. I'll be 38 years old when I retired, and that would be the end of it. I can go get a job at Walmart or do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
Collect retirement pay, disability pay, and whatever third or fourth paycheck I decided to get. Unfortunately, our former president decided otherwise. Former presidency decided to get rid of a lot of people. From the military, and that was definitely one of the cases for me. Anyway, Brian, aka the Nemesis.
What's up, Brian? How's it going, man?
What's going on, guys?
Dude, welcome back. You see who we got here today?
Yes. I showed up, scarfed some food real quick.
And then you came back. Oh, man. It's so good to have you guys here. Yeah, he's got a pretty wicked head. Every time I see him, he's got that hat on.
Hell yeah, man. It's massive again.
Yeah. Look at that head. That thing so sexual.
Nice.
Anyway, I did happen to, just to catch you up, Brian, I did happen to try to do some jokes, read some jokes off of Reddit. Yeah, it was a horrible experience. I think I might be traumatized. I might have PTSD just from the jokes.
There ain't nothing wrong with me.
Oh, shit. But yeah, anyway, do either one of you have a good joke? That's what I want to know. Wendell, I know you have some jokes.
I just make jokes. I don't. I seize the moment to.
Oh yeah.
Engage in improv. I don't keep a repertoire of jokes.
You know what? Improv seems to have been like the most successful, form of joke telling, both for myself as well as the comics. And a lot of the jokes that I upload, come from real experiences or things that like, hey, you know what? I could take that experience and put it here, or bring this into it, and there you go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you know what? That's okay. That's all right. Anyway, So what you been working on, Wendell? What you been working on, brother?
So I'm working on revamping and recreating, I guess, some shows that I'm going to start trying to flesh out here real soon. And I'm going to be building some back end stuff as well. But I got to formulate the whole plan out so I can actually create the vision and then create the mission and then actually plan by decomposing everything involved. There's going to be a lot to it, and I hope I can get it accomplished. But it's unfortunately going to require a little time to step back from DCTV news posting. But it's going to be for the betterment of everyone because, of course, I like to try to do everything possible for the community.
Right.
One of the things I had a talk with Peter and everything, and I told him thanks for everything he's done. And I talked about when I went out to the meetup in Atlanta and everything, meeting everyone and actually, being face to face with everyone and seeing how they treated me and just feeling that sense of responsibility to do more. I think that is the path that I'm going to be taking, is trying to do more and provide and give back to the community because of all the respect and everything they show me.
Outstanding.
Wow.
That is fucking amazing. I'm looking forward to it, brother. Really am. About how long do you see the time frame for you to get these projects started, and how long do you think it'll be before you're posting back on DCT, if at all?
So, well, probably not news. The door is still open to work with DCTV as far as having a segment on there. But I got to build it out, and I've got some ideas, and I've also got some prototypes for some new infrastructure type stuff that I'm working on, and I've also got an educational component that I haven't revealed to anyone yet.
Ooh.
I'm trying to stay as vague as possible until I reveal it, because it's going to be very similar to what we're experiencing with Yin.io, where it's something that's community driven and you don't necessarily know how it's going to turn out in the end when it's driven by a community that isn't necessarily 100% controlled environment, if that makes any sense.
It does make a little bit of sense. There's so many variables to consider when you're building for the community based on community demands. So
to get more of an organic growth on it too.
There you go.
Exactly. So
I'm
that's exactly what I'm going.
I'm looking at the new rollouts that they're bringing on. I happened to see that on Yen.io they had a section for live stream. I'm like, we're going to be doing have live stream capabilities pretty soon. Oh yeah.
I did some. I don't know how much of this I mentioned, but I've actually done some prototyping with a couple people from the pub where I prototyped some live streaming, like self-hosted live streaming. So it was good where I could actually stream something from my own servers without using anyone as a third party, not using YouTube, not using Zoom, not using Twitch or anyone else. This was straight from me and my server in the cloud. So it worked out pretty well. I just have to iron out the details on scaling it. So I'm definitely going to be stoked when I can actually go in a freaking live stream and pump some tunes up and tell everybody to wake the hell up with some nice.
Man, you're kind of making me FOMO over here.
I know, right? I know.
You guys are getting the inside scoop here, because I don't know if I talk much to anybody about this, but I was very happy when that worked out. But I gotta scale it up. So it's gonna be something I'm working on, and that's why I need this extra time to go ahead and work on that stuff in the back end, because that's the stuff that's really unpredictable too. Stay tuned.
Outstanding. Looking forward to it, brother. Dude, Brian, how's the mining coming, buddy? How are you liking all this bear market action we got going on?
I'm watching this network difficulty drop, and I'm like, party time. Everybody else is turning the rigs off. I'm sitting here going, man, I need to build more. I need to get more stuff on here. Network drop, yes. for all year.
A network drop is, giving you more rewards per day, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing.
I mean, the coin, I might be mining at a break-even point, but
not for long.
Collecting more. So,
Yeah, that's it. Accumulate more coins. Yeah.
Dude.
So, and I'm sitting here waiting for a mining frame to come in through the mail. And then I'll have a third GPU rig, and I'll be putting that into the back of my house to warm up the back of my house.
I was going to say, now's the season for mine.
Yes, now's the time to build. That's what we're all doing, building something in one way or another.
Yeah.
I see that Chris.
If I can't build out in my garage, I'm going to build in my house.
Have you put any in your garage yet? I know that you need to start warming up that garage so you can work on your cars.
Yeah, but I got to get some dedicated power out there, and trying to put a ground rod into frozen dirt is pretty hard. I mean,
Holy
it's
cow.
been trying to snow out here. It snowed this morning.
Well, you know
I've
the
got
cure
no
for that,
furnace
right? You know the cure for that is like a heat gun, just
Yeah.
aim down. That's space heater.
Those
Well, no,
grounding rods are no
I
joke,
don't need
man.
to worry about a space heater. I have my own heat in my house. I haven't even turned the furnace on yet.
Oh, man.
Didn't it snow there where you're at?
Yeah, it snowed this morning, and I still haven't turned the heat on. It's like 77 degrees.
Mining power, right?
Oh, yes.
He's mining for his
Nice.
health.
Waste nuts.
Nice. So that just elevates your ROI,
Right, exactly. I'm not even, it's like there's no more furnace. Done.
Don't need to worry about that gas bill,
Yep.
electric bill on that thing.
Good deal.
That's awesome. I see that Chris Perry has joined us. What's up, Corgi? I know that you're just using your phone right there, but if you can unmute yourself and say hello, that would be amazing. He's on his PC. Oh, sweet. Jump on here, buddy.
Right?
He's in the chat telling us, hey.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Outstanding. Man, it's so good to have all of you guys here. I said this morning that I knew that eventually there was going to be at least, there's going to be times where, the podcast is going to be just me. And you know what? So far, that hasn't happened. I might have started off, on my own. But, somebody always shows up, and, it's just so amazing to me. And it's so encouraging that, the community cares enough to contribute, be a part of it, talk, hang out, dude, it's awesome having you guys here. Thank you so much. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. No problem.
Anyway, Wendell, Brian, Corgi, I know that you guys are all on yen.io with me. And I'm pretty sure you guys have seen a couple of the posts. Yen.io. That's right, Corgi. That's right. A couple of the posts from A Bit Too Far. I would like some feedback if you have any, some critiques, some criticisms, some, words of encouragement, whatever you got. I mean, what have you guys been thinking about what's been going on the blog and the vlog for the podcast?
Yeah, I have to catch up more. I definitely have to catch up more.
I actually popped up on there.
Mhm.
I liked it. For just starting off, it's got a good little layout to it. I liked it. I kind of cruised around there real lightly. I mean, yeah. Words of encouragement.
There we go. Awesome. Yes. I've just been validated.
So were you in Zoom earlier today?
No.
Okay.
Wait, like this morning? Yes.
Yeah, this morning. Okay, yeah, because I saw it and I was gonna jump in, but I was at work. But I was like, yeah.
Hey, don't worry,
Yeah, I was
don't
the
worry.
same way.
If you
I was
had
at
That
that-
would
work.
have been cool though.
It would have been cool. It would have been. I had Kimchi. Kimchi had shown up, and then at the very end, Crypto Mikkel and Ninja Grassmaster Tony. They had popped
nice.
up, towards the middle and the end as well. So, always good having good solid people show up.
Yes,
And
and Tony is now one of us. He's now a
Yes.
minor. Ooh.
ooh. Does that mean he got younger? Not like this. Not like
Yeah, then he found out that the graphics cards he's got, Ethereum is DAG file is just a pinch too big.
Oh no!
So I've got Plan B. I've just got to work with them.
Plan B is start
not a-
mining Dogecoin. Hey, you know what?
I'm
There's
gonna-
nothing wrong with
I'm gonna put
Dogecoin.
him on some of that Raven coin.
How is Ravencoin doing?
Tanking with the rest of the market. It's on an elevator going down.
That's just wrong, man.
But it's so right, because you know that people are no longer are jumping off the mining rigs, their mining operations, because
Oh yeah.
it's not becoming profitable for them. And there's like, you get off, it's becoming more profitable for those that stay.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you stay off for 2 weeks. Let that mining profitability just drop.
There you go. Dude, these prices are amazing. Oh my god, I can't wait to get paid tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow's Thursday. I get paid.
I did my DCA this morning, and I'm like, damn, that's the most I've ever gotten with this amount of money.
Yeah. You're getting a lot more.
Right? I'm like, wow, big bang for my buck. Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Absolutely, dude. I honestly hope, I've said it just about every freaking podcast. I hope the bear continues. I really do. Let the 18 months, bear market that experts were talking about
Well,
be that.
Peter's car is more expensive than mine, but if it hits $1,000, I've got an '04 Monte Carlo SS with the Intimidator package on there. I'm going to sell.
Oh
It'll
god.
get me two Ethereum, 2 Bitcoin, man.
So
I'll do it.
So Corgi's in the chat. He's telling us that jousting Marines in wheelchairs was accurate. the comic that I did, and he also said that he can see the bear market going until at least the end of 2019. Please, yes, please, that would be amazing. Let the weekends drop. Let the freaking mining support drop. The rewards will be greater for those of us who are mining, which I need to get into it. And oh Lord, Keys just showed up. The
snaps.
man
It's
who
a
is
party.
responsible for the Atlanta meetup just jumped in the stream. Oh my God. Dude, please tell me that you are able to talk to us. Yep. Yen Meetup CEO in the house. That's exactly who Keys is. Keys was the man with the plan, and he organized the whole entire Atlanta trip. He said, hey, let's go do this. The community said, you know what? That's a great idea. And then he's like, hey, here's the hotels we can use. I got a deal on it. We got freaking, a group discount going on. We're like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta was definitely legit, man.
Dude, that was amazing. Thank you for being here on the stream. Thank you for, doing that Atlanta meetup. That was freaking amazing.
Yes.
And friendships, family, we're going to be sticking around for quite some time. Chris Perry was saying that the Atlanta 2.0 meetup needs to hurry up. No, not hurry up. It needs to happen again in October. Let's keep it as an annual thing, buddy. Come on.
Is it good? I thought it was going to San Francisco next year.
Is it? I don't know if I want to go to San Francisco, but
I thought
it
John
might be cheaper.
and Peter are gonna bounce between
Bounce
each
back
other.
and forth.
Yeah.
But there's no sun drop in San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, there will be next year.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, who knows? We'll see. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Yeah, 'cause I guess-
Maybe Peter can bring some sun drop when he flies over from Atlanta.
Yeah, because I guess Sue and John came over, from California to Atlanta.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Wherever they're going to be, I'll go.
Hells yes.
Yeah.
So Keys is is telling us that he's doing his computer overhaul. He will be back up and running after the end of November, and so he's just going to listen in and be in the chat with us. So, hey, you know what? That
Rock
works.
on.
Please, thank you very much,
Right.
and please feel free to chime in whenever you please. We got about 10 minutes left on this stream. I don't know if any of you guys feel like doing a second one, but if so, we can totally do that. I have some time. And if not, then it's been great having you all here. So what's the overall consensus? We want to do another one or just let the timer run out?
No, I appreciate it. I got to go and do some meal prep.
Ooh, that's stuff that I need to do, but I'm just too damn lazy. I get free food at work.
See, you don't have to work tomorrow, do you?
No. The only time that I'm actually doing the podcast is on my weekend, and my weekend is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I'm doing morning and evening podcasts, both after the live streams on DCTV. So
Gotcha.
And so tomorrow I've got quite a bit going on with trying to. I got my new camera. Now I need.
You are eating turkey though, right?
Turkey or ham?
Turkey,
maybe.
Oh, ham. Yeah, ham's good too.
Get me some of that turkey leg. That's like the best meat there is.
Yeah.
But
I feel bad for all the people that's got to work tomorrow, though.
Oh Lord, yeah. There's quite a few people at work that have to work tomorrow, but no, seriously, like tomorrow is going to be spent trying to get OBS, Zoom, and YouTube working together. That way, hopefully, cross fingers, I can do something tomorrow for DCTV. That would be amazing. My first live stream.
Nice.
If it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be very disappointed. But there's, hey, you know what? It's gonna happen eventually. I'm gonna figure this shit out. I'm like a third of the way there. I got the equipment now.
You got it.
So let's see. Keys is saying that he's going to a Brazilian steakhouse with the fam tomorrow. Hey, outstanding.
Oh man, meat coma.
Oh yes, gotta love the meat comas. Like that's right, buddy. That's right. And thank you for the words of encouragement. Yes.
So whenever I go to those Brazilian steakhouse, I always get up and I eat like a light breakfast and then skip lunch. That way you could go there and feel like you're getting your money's worth. Yeah. Bring all the skewers.
You're like, I came into this restaurant with no belt.
You were ready.
Right.
I came in wearing sweatpants. That way I can just tie a string. My pants expand.
Yeah, go gadget pants.
There you go. One meal a day, you just eat dinner, Keys. Hey, you know what? If intermittent fasting is how you're doing it, hey, awesome. Congratulations on losing 50 pounds since July. That's impressive. Very nice.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, man.
That is impressive.
That's awesome.
I can definitely attest to eating less. It helps you out just overall. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's a buddy of mine actually wrote a book called The Absolute Last Weight Loss Diet and Exercise Book. And there's one excerpt in there that I absolutely love quoting. And he said, it basically, it doesn't matter, what you eat. What matters is how much you eat. Think about it. 1,000 pounds of cabbage still makes a fucking elephant. It doesn't matter if it's cabbage that's all you're eating. If you eat too much of it, you're still going to get fucking fat.
It does make a difference.
Yeah. Keys is saying that he eats the same amount of calorie. It's a 2,000 calorie in one meal. Not bad. I use the method that he talks about in his book, and it keeps you under 500 calories. But you don't have any cravings because you're eating whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, that's another key important thing. Eating stuff that keeps you satisfied. Yeah.
Chris Perry's like MREs, dude. That's like,
Never know.
that's like a freaking 10,000 calorie freaking diet right there. I mean, you need those kind of calories when you're freaking doing all the humping that we did in the Marine Corps. It's like, dude, you just gotta have that many just to survive, so you don't freaking waste away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I'll eat the shit out of it.
I remember that diet. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was.
But I'm on that diet plan, and you guys would probably get real pissed off at me. I still can't put weight on.
Hey, I remember being that way. I could literally. We would have like when my aunt and her kids came to live with us. So we then had a family of 10. Okay, and every night was like Thanksgiving because there's just that many people to feed. Anyway, we could have like a whole, like 3 different pastas, like 3 different casseroles, and I could finish a whole casserole by myself. It's like,
Pumpkin pie is a meal.
Man, I'm looking forward to some pumpkin pie tomorrow.
Hell yeah,
dude, I'm looking forward to the cranberry sauce. I like the cranberry sauce.
All right, so here's a question for you.
Okay.
How do you like your cranberry sauce prepared?
Sliced.
Nice. So you like the gelatin form?
Yeah, just for the ease of preparation, I just straight out of the can.
And there's nothing like putting a little one of those little logs out onto on a little plate. It's like when it comes out of the can.
You get that satisfying.
I grew up eating cranberry sauce that way, and I hated it. I hated it. And the only way I can enjoy cranberry sauce is if I actually get the cranberries, put them in the pot, and then let it, kind of reduce down.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it is so great that way. You put a little bit of acid in there, lemon in there, and man, it is just so much better that way. And I like it now. It's kind of interesting.
That is one of the most delicious ways to have cranberry sauce. But like I said, ease of use, ease of preparation, save time, straight out of the can, you still can't go wrong. But
so that was a big debate where I worked. We were talking about that, eating cranberry sauce. How do you eat the cranberry sauce? And there's a lot of people that don't like the canned cranberry sauce. I didn't know it was a thing until we talked about it at work.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So Keys was saying that he's gone from doing 30 sit-ups to now he can do 80 to 100 scissored crunches and sit-ups. And he loves the dark meat from the turkey and definitely the chunky cranberry jam.
See,
I'm in the dark meat camp. I can't stand the dry white meat. I like having it moist. I love it juicy.
Oh yeah, you always need it juicy. But
mm-hmm.
Have you tried the fried turkey?
I've had fried turkey, but still, dark meat is still the way to go to me.
It's juicy when you fry it, though.
That's true. Yeah. But, my favorite turkey by far is definitely the freaking drumsticks at the fair.
Yeah, those are awesome. Man. It almost seems like you can't eat all the meat off of it.
Oh, dude, seriously?
Like you're just chomping and chomping.
It's like, you got a full meal on just one fucking leg. It's like fries, potatoes. Who cares? I'm still working on the meat.
It's a good deal. I like those turkey legs too.
Right,
and then of course the funnel cakes. Oh man, I'm a funnel cake fan.
Oh yeah, funnel cakes are amazing. They are amazing. So Keith was saying that he's like, fried turkey is good and juicy inside. We got to buy you one, Chris, when we go to San Francisco for the next meetup, those turkey legs. Oh, thank you. That'd be fun.
There we go.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, yeah, the chicken and waffles, too. Yeah.
Oh, dude. We had chicken and waffles in Atlanta. We went to, where did we go? We went to a bar, diner, whatnot. I think it was like Hal's Chicken and Ice or Ice Cast. I don't remember what the fuck it was called, but absolutely delicious food. And we were the only white folks in there. We walked to that door and they were like, huh? They just straight at us like we were freaking aliens. They're like, what the fuck are these guys doing here? And we're like, we're here for the food. They're like,
There you go.
all right, they're cool. They're cool. Anyway, we got less than a minute left.
Okay.
So thank you guys for being here. Wendell, where can they find you?
So you can find me on Twitter at Flip the Dream. You can find me there. And also you can find me at Let's Adopt Crypto on YouTube.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Brian, you got your mining channel.
Crypto and hot rods. Come check me out. I